a lot of NCOs and officers here, which is nice. Obviously, we have some from the NA section as well. So people who have missed all the previous events since we sorted out this NA section, Irish brought his NA people over to the 84th, and that's why we have a bunch of new officers and new TeamSpeak and new NCOs and stuff like that. And obviously, NA people come and join our events, and EU people, some of us, are joining the NA events as well. The goal is for us to have combined events in the future. We were gonna have one yesterday, but we had to postpone that until next Saturday at 8 p.m. GMT. So all NA officers, please be on for that, so we can get all you guys on. It is a sickness that when certain people aren't on, the rest of them don't bother. So let's try and get as many on as possible at 8 p.m. GMT on Saturday, which is math. Is it 12 a.m. p.m.
3 p.m. is it?
It's 3 p.m. Eastern.
Well, that's Central Standard Time. It's 12 p.m.
3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so that's...
GMT, it's 3 p.m.
I think it's a 6 hours difference. GMT.
So we have a full Invasion 2 event next Saturday, so help out Irish and BRC and message all the NA people, and we will do the same for the EU section, so we can have a nice big attendance on a Saturday, so we all get to meet each other and shit. That would be fun. Today is Sunday, which usually is promotion day, but we've been doing the promotions sporadically during the week to get everything sorted. So you've noticed that certain people have got some new ranks. Edward has Quartermaster Sergeant, for example. QMS sounds like a disease, it isn't. We have a few generals. I'm a general now. Give me a seat now, don't give me a seat.
Except useless.
And obviously the goal is for the colonels and the lieutenant colonels of the different sections, NA and EU, will be leading lines in the future when we get to a combined event in the future, NW event as well. We will obviously have between 50 and 70 attendance. And obviously we've been recruiting at the same time, so we're growing steadily. We now have a 110 people plus community. We always have people on the TeamSpeak, which is fun. It's active 24/7 now that we implemented the NA section, so you night owls always have someone to talk to. There's always weird Americans about. So it's no problem. It's all good. It's worked perfectly since we started. No big hitches in the machinery. What do you want to call it? So that's that. If you have any more questions, you can check the website or ask one of us. Do we have medals to hand out?
We have a very important medal.
We have a very important medal today, apparently. So take the floor, Memphis.
Last year, I announced something that I didn't really get around to because I'm really busy, but it's the Player of the Year award. Now, it is like 24 days into January. But this is a Player of the Year for someone in the regiment last year who, all the officers voted, well, most of them, the ones that didn't. Good job. But we have got a winner of the Player of the Year award, and is the thing about Player of the Year still on Small?
Yes.
So, this recipient will be able to pick a game on Steam, providing it's not, like, ridiculous, and purchase it. So, the officers got together and voted, and the person who got the most votes by exactly one vote is Sakonen.
Whoa!
Look at Sakonen come up.
Give him a C, lads. Favorite player of the year of 2015. How does it feel, Sakonen?
It's pretty...
I want to thank my family. I want to thank
Don't cry. Don't cry.
I can't say who's second, because the person who came second and missed out on a game by one vote might actually kill themselves.
Yeah, don't say who's second.
It is a BRZ. Fucking
I know
BRZ.
I'm the second one, but what's second in
So, Sakonen, I can see why Sakonen got it, because he's social, he's funny, he can be strict when he needs to be, he's good at melee, he's made massive improvements, he's always helping people, always talking, he's perfect, really. He does everything you need him to do. So I think that's why Sakonen is the perfect player of the year.
But...
So good job, Sakonen.
Hey, cheers.
Congratulations.
Contact.
We should all shoot him.
Contact
should all
smaller.
shoot him.
Is it Steve Small?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Found
contact
that game.
smaller.
Find a game, and I shall give it to you, Sakonen.
Right.
Oh
There
yeah.
we go. We should have an officer firing line, of course.
Yep.
Other than that, it's fun to see that the NA people join the EU events as well. It's always fun. Obviously, that means that you are homeless. You don't have a job. You are staying at home at this hour at every day. Maybe using a library or something to play Mountain Blade. You never know. But it's always fun to see because we want to have a community where everyone at least have heard of each other and are used to seeing each other around. So be active in TeamSpeak and keep up the recruiting. It's even though we got more numbers now, we still want to reach the numbers where we can have several lines in both EU and NA events as well. And then obviously when we have the combined events, that will be a given that we have several lines or cavalry or skirms or whatever we decide to do. So do your part, you will be rewarded for it eventually. We do have competitions and we do have handing out of medals. Some every now and again I've decided that a distinguished service medal or of some sort will be handed out for people who have recruited a lot or done a lot for the regiment, where you will receive a Steam game of your choosing, just like Sakonen here will get. So you will always get something for it, even if it's not a rank or something. You will at least get recognition by us as in the officer and NCO corps with medals and such. But in the most cases, if you do a lot for the regiment, you will be promoted because we are a very fair regiment. Good. Anyone else have anything to mention before we head off?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's a recruitment event after this for like 20 minutes, and we're gonna go recruit on Mini Siege.
Oh wait.
Please try
Good.
your hardest to attend this event. It will highly boost our opinion of you if you attend recruitment events.
Yes, it does. Good.
And-
So stick around for recruiting. Yes,
Yeah,
Marcus?
Rocky.
Would it be worth getting the US server?
We have a US server.
You have a US server, I think.
There's an NA side and an EU side. So
Is anyone up? Hold on.
I'd say it's going through it's going through maintenance right now, but it should be up soon enough.
That is
If it's
good.
not up, we can use this as a training server because we don't focus too much on the melee right now.
Yeah, so the goal is to have a weekly, obviously we have NA and EU weekly dismissals where we hand out stuff. The goal is to have at least once a week or maybe once a month, we'll decide as we go along. There will be a regimental, like the NA and EU weekly dismissal. We will try and work that out, what is needed and stuff for that, but it will be interesting to see so many people on. But yeah, that'll be all. Thank you for coming. You're all dismissed. Good job today. I like the melee. Thank you for coming. You may now kill each other as
And
much
well
as you
done,
like.
Saki.
We have a staff meeting, so all NCOs and officers meet up in the what channel do we use?
Doesn't matter if you're NA or EU, by the way.
No, everyone is allowed
Good
to.
show.
Yeah. NCOs and officers are allowed to attend those. Let's
General
use
staff meeting room.
general staff meeting room.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel. User left your channel.